Hey guys, it's Ben after a long hiatus, and today I'm proud to present my new twisty puzzle. The Dogic Ultimate. Now, at first this looks just like a normal Dogic, and it also at first turns like a normal Dogic. We have these corner turns, like this. But this puzzle does not do tip turns, but instead it has these deep turns, like this. So it combines the cuts of a Pentultimate, which is the deep cut right here, and the cuts of the Dogic, this cut right here. Hence the name Dogic Ultimate. And that lets you see it very clearly. This puzzle has taken me several months to complete, starting from the design process, and it was very difficult to figure out how to get a mechanism for this puzzle to make it work. This is due to the problem of these pieces here and the deep cuts. Now, one could theoretically build this puzzle by starting with an internal Pentultimate, or in this case, Ghostman, and then building a Megaminx layer on top and hiding some of the pieces. This would result in the Dogic Ultimate. But there's one problem with that. Because these center triangles are isolated by these deep cuts, you could simply remove them with ease if you use that mechanism. So you can't build it that way. You have to include a middle layer under here to hold on to these center triangles. But then this raises another problem. If we have a hidden middle layer, how do we stop it from misaligning? This has been an ongoing problem for a very long time. Is if we're building a 4-layer corner-turning icosahedron like this, how do we stop the inner middle layer from misaligning? Well, I have found a way. It's my own unique mechanism. So I'm very, very excited. Now, this mechanism isn't actually completely of my own. I've been inspired by some other puzzles that have existed that are kind of like this. But if you think about an x cubed 4, you might be able to understand how this works. Now, this puzzle turns very, very well. The outer corner turns are extremely smooth and easy to turn, and the deep cut turns are also very smooth. They're a little bit stiffer and they have a slight tendency to lock up, but due to so much internal complexity in this puzzle, I'm not really surprised, to be honest. That kind of locking up is to be expected. But for what it is, this turns extremely, extremely well. So I couldn't be happier, to be honest, with this puzzle. Now, this puzzle is very, very, very complex inside. This puzzle has only 80 outer pieces that are visible to the viewer. So that's only 80 pieces. And this puzzle also has one of the lowest visibility factors ever at only around 15.7%. And from there, I can leave it to you to figure out the total number of pieces. It's a lot, and trust me, it's well over 200. So, yeah. This puzzle does require a little bit of wiggling sometimes, but once it's aligned, it goes very, very smoothly. But the great thing is there are no misalignments with the middle layers, so my mechanism works very, very well. This puzzle is 55 millimeters to an edge. I originally designed it at a 50 millimeter to an edge scale, but I soon realized that would be absurd for the complexity of the puzzle, so I chose a 55 millimeter version instead. And this is actually version 2.5. The version 1, the middle layer misaligned. The version 2, it worked, but there were some issues with the layer just sliding around a little too much. There was too much play. But this version 2.5 is just amazing. I call it 2.5 because it's really the same as 2, but there was a very small adjustment in one of the internal pieces, and that's why it's 2.5. This puzzle is just gorgeous. I designed this puzzle in SolidWorks and had it 3D printed from Shapeways in white, strong, flexible material. I dyed it black using RIT dye and stickered it with these great stickers provided by Oliver Nagy. Thank you very much for that. I may end up auctioning this puzzle on eBay. We'll see. I'm really planning on selling it, but I'm not really sure when I'm going to do it or if I'm going to do it. Chances are I will. It will never be on my Shapeways shop because it's far too complicated. I'm sorry. There's too many pieces, and it would just be... It's ridiculous, really, to just sell it on my Shapeways shop, so it's not going to happen. Sorry, guys. I may actually be willing to trade this for a real Dogic. If you have one, let me know. And if you're interested in trading, I would be up for that. Although, I want an original Hungarian Dogic, not the Mefferts version. That's the only catch. But, anyhow, that's about it for the Dogic Ultimate. I hope you liked the puzzle, and thanks for watching.